up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of DK's Garage. So, I'd actually already filmed this on my vlogging camera, but the video editing software I use on my laptop, it's not there anymore. It was like something like one of the apps that came with it, and kind of just disappeared. So, I'm gonna do this on my iPhone. So, quality might not be as great as some of the other videos I posted, but this is a real quick one, and I really just wanted to do it because I said I would. And if you don't stick to your word, what can you really say for yourself, right? So, video's dropping tonight, and I wanted to talk about this car I just picked up and why I feel like all roads kind of led here. So, before I get into what it is, if you've been around or you know me, I've been through entirely too many cars, buying, selling, flipping, whatever. And ever since my dad died, I've had this fleeting sense of time. So if something just didn't fit the bill of exactly what I wanted, I would try and trade for something I thought was that, or sell it, or I never really just put in the wrench time to 100%. Besides my 350Z, so flashback to 2016, Formula Drift Long Beach. New to drifting. I got my first 350Z and wanted to go down to check out Long Beach. My wife actually had a friend who's been going for a while and bought the tickets for me, so that was pretty cool. So she actually kind of got me into it, really. So as anybody new to a new sport or a new hobby or whatever, you usually get some apparel. So Formula Drift, if you've been, their booth where they sell all their shirts and their hats and beanies and everything like that. So I bought a shirt, and it had a specific car on it. It wasn't anybody in the in Formula Drift's car, but it was a very specific car. And I'll get to what it was here in a second. But the irony of what was on that car, on that shirt, and what I have right now is kind of quirky, right? And so that year, if you remember 2016, James Dean and Piotr Weir, I can't never pronounce his name, but the Warthouse Drift team, they had two S15s, the 2Js, and the Long Beach. If you ever been, it's a fun track to watch. And these guys were ripping, dude. They were their tandems are crazy to practice. So naturally, me getting into drifting, I was like, I should probably look into an S chassis, and S14s and S15s are kind of the same thing. So I think you kind of can put two and two where to go, where I'm going with this. So the shirt I had a red S14 Kooky with, looked like an Origin kit and a vented Origin hood. And ever since then, I've been kind of fixated on that specific car, because if you're in the Nissans or in the drift cars, there's no doubt, it's a universal agreement that Kooky S14s with Origin kits are just they're nice. You've never see, you got that kit on it. It can be unpainted, it can be mismatching colors, it still looks good. So I had the vet, and it really just didn't fit what I wanted. And so this popped into my lap as a trade, and I couldn't pass it up. And so now, without any less of me talking and without any further ado, here's the car. All right, 97 S14. Sold that wing to my buddy. So we got I think these are, he said they were Modelo Drive rear overs, Origin side skirts, Origin fenders, obviously a Kooky, Origin front bumper, and an LS1. So I actually got this car as a roller, as you see it. The engine and transmission was outside of it, along with all the swap parts the guy had. And I had to buy a few extra things just to kind of, be able to button everything up, which obviously I'm still not done with yet. But here it is. And yeah. So like I said, the shirt I had, red S14, right? Well, what do I have a roll of laying around in here? Red vinyl wrap right there, a whole roll of it. And so it was just kind of weird. I was like, and it's got the vented D-Max hood. I'll post a picture of the shirt here right now. And so kind of just tripped me out, man. red S14, same body kit. This car pops in my lap. I got the red, the red vinyl wrap. It's like, it just was weird. Like, I've been thinking about that car for years and years and years, and this kind of fell into my lap. So, full interior. Can't really see that well in here. See it a little. Let me see if it'll focus. There we go. So that right there, that Hurst shifter, that's actually off my last S14 that I was trying to build that had a dog box in it. T56 and the T101A dog box shifter bolt holes are the same. So I was able to reuse my shifter. Funny enough though, it's a 4-speed. No, but this is obviously a 6-speed gearbox. But pretty basic, full interior, bucket seat, hydro over there, which is GK Tech, Sparco quick release. Pretty basic, but full interior nonetheless, which is cool. We are running dual Z32 calipers in the rear, drilled and slotted rotors, obviously, and we are running a old school. It's actually ISIS, when they were formerly known, now known as ISR exhaust, and it's actually pretty trick looking. I don't think I've ever seen one like this. I think these might just be ISR blast pipes welded to this resonator or something, or somebody added that resonator or muffler. I don't know. Got some adjustable rear arms back here, GK Tech stuff. It has a J32 4.9 diff along with 350Z axles, so kind of pretty stout rear end in there. We have, so my flashlight over here. It's not. So maybe, yeah, this night focus stuff is pretty of trick. So anyways, you can see there, GK Tech Pro angle kit, GK Tech Pro knuckles. I gotta install these, but GK Tech caster top hats. Got the Willwood, Wildwood, whatever you want to say, 1-inch master cylinder for the clutch. I don't know if that's gonna fit in here. Hopefully it will. Then I won't have any problems with clutch pressure. Radiator is not going to work. I'm going to have to go with something else. But it's obviously a project. Pretty close though. I just ordered my Corvette fuel filter. And then I think I have enough of the little fittings to do the lines to get the 6AN tied into here. And then I'm going to do a drop-in Walbro 255 pump in there, which I've heard is good enough to run the LS1 stock horsepower. Some cool goodies on this. We got ISR headers, ISR mounts, ISR oil pan. Got the filter relocated over here. Filter relocation kit along with a oil cooler. I just plumbed all that up. I kind of left it like that because I want to drill that hole out a little bit bigger so I can run my intake over there and down. Or pull there, bring it back to the bumper over here or something. Or maybe I'll just leave it in the engine bay and be lazy. I don't know. But yeah, man, this is kind of a trip for me because, well, for starters, like I said, you know, if you've been around and you know me, I've been through so many cars, and I was getting pretty burnt out on it. And the Corvette I had for a little while, and it just wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't like lighting the fire, you know, like didn't get really excited about it. This thing I've been stoked on. I'm like, if I get rid of this car, I'm an idiot, you know? And so I have been waiting for that feeling again, and I think this is it. And if something goes where I get rid of this car, I might be hanging up the towel. Like, I might just call it quits on these things altogether. But I don't think I'll be doing that. I think I'm going to be putting this thing together. I think I'm going to have a blast driving it. Really want to try and stay on top of these videos. It should be easy enough with my iPhone because I don't have to rely on my computer for video editing software. Just bust out the phone, record it. Quality's not going to be as great, but it's not a big deal. So, you know, the guys, just if you've been rocking me for a long time, appreciate you. I know there's not a whole lot of you, but maybe one day that'll change. And so, you know, as always, guys, stay tuned for more DK's Garage.